All right, how's it going, everybody? So I was just watching all the clips that I had together, and I figured I needed to put some kind of intro on this to make it all make sense. So over the last couple of weeks, going on 3 weeks probably now, things have just been an absolute nightmare between work and trying to get planting done, and things with the kids and school coming to an end, and it's just been a nightmare. And unfortunately, we've had a big time tragedy as far as the plants are concerned. And this is basically telling the story of what happened um, from the beginning. So at first, it's going to look triumphant, and then it's going to get sadder as it goes. But this is just the short little intro to kind of let you know mistakes happen. We're moving forward. I got a bunch of cool content going. We're still going to be planting a ton of pumpkins. We're still going to be planting a ton of tomatoes. We are going to have flowers. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. So stay tuned. Watch our failures. Enjoy the ride. All right. All right. How's it going, everybody? Finally got my hair cut. Woo, look at me. So this is the last indoor update, we hope. I'm sure we might have some other stuff down here, but um, these are what the whole thing ended up looking like. And some of those really need to get in the ground. Oh my God, they're huge. We probably could have started those a little later. And here's the rest. And we have an ingenious way we're going to get these outside. Instead of making 600 trips up the stairs, Chrissy's going to go out there, and I'm just going to hand them out through the window. So this should work out pretty nice. I'll give you a little update of them all lined up outside. I'm excited to get these outside. We got one night that's scary. Next Friday, it says it's supposed to have a low of 33 degrees. There, that's better. I cleaned the lens. Let's do this update again. So, oh, yeah, that's way better. Yeah, don't mind me. I pulled a Chrissy. I didn't clean the lens first. But this is the last look of the rack full. Oh my God, look at this tomato. It grew up through. Oh, that one's going to be fun to get out of there. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. But we got to stick with short plants to start with going out. So this should be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing all these plants outside where they belong. We got some ones that are looking a little rough. It's been rough to get down here. We've had some crazy times this last couple of weeks. So I'll give you an update later. All right, everybody. All right, we're all going to see this together. I'm super excited to see all these out here. Smile, Christy. Wow. We had a lot of plants down there. And we still have a ton more. These are not even the taller tomatoes. I'm worried about the wind destroying them. So, yeah, we got to get something figured out for those. But wow, that's a lot of plants. That's just basically the racks. So, that rack system I can grow a lot of plants on. Yeah, I got all my stuff covered up too. Supposed to get tip bit nipply tonight. Bunch of stuff outside still too. New members of the family. Oh, never mind, my son's got them. New members of the family. Little ducklings. Hey everybody, how's it going today? Well, this is a hard video for me to make. It really, really is. I'm not too enthused about making it because I don't like failing, and what you're about to see is a pretty major failure. So we've been watching the weather really close and making sure that we're not going to be putting our plants out too soon. And we finally decided about a week ago that we were going to get our plants outside. And it was supposed to be 90 degrees and beautiful and blah, blah, blah. But what the weatherman failed to mention is that this that you can hear in the background, wind, was going to be non-stop for like a week and a half. And I mean, we've had like everything from 10 to like 25, 30 mile an hour winds. And look at this. It's just blowing constantly. Well, unfortunately, this is what most of my beautiful plants from the basement look like now. They are just, these, believe it or not, are my trays of beautiful peppers. The wind has just destroyed them. I had a lot of hopes to have a lot of peppers for sale. I had a lot of peppers sold. These are a bunch of the tomato trays. As you can see, the wind's still doing damage. Flipped this over last night. Doesn't matter, they're all toast anyways. I'm not even going to try to save any of these peppers. The marigolds, basil, they might come back, but I mean, everything just dried the heck out of everything. Here's the broccoli and cabbage. Again, just beat the hell. The wind, I mean, unfortunately, when we got them out, I was working 10, 12-hour days, and I just did not have the mojo to try to put them back in, so we just kept them watered. But I mean, look at this. I mean, these were our blend peppers. Like you can see on just how the wind just matted it all over, and of course it's dry now because the wind just dries it out so fast. Believe it or not, we watered last night. So a lot of this stuff is not salvageable. I mean, look at this. These tomatoes, these were like little baby tomatoes that just this whole sheet got blown off, and everything that was on there, these were in the house, these squash starts. But yeah, so pretty much it's a pretty sad deal. We had a lot of plans for a lot of things planted. I guess this year we're gonna just find out what it's like direct seeding up in northern Minnesota. I don't have high hopes for like tomatoes and peppers and stuff being direct seeded because it takes so long to take off. But on the bright side, we do still have a bunch of the tomatoes, the really big tomatoes that were on the bottom of the shelves. For those that have been paying attention, those are all still in good shape, and those are going to go out. But the thing that takes the longest, that you want the biggest jump start on, is the peppers, and they're just in rough shape. It's super sad. But on the bright side, we do have a bunch of squash started. Some of it's looking better than others. Again, a lot of this got just, some of this is frost damage. We had them covered the other night, but it didn't seem to matter. But these are all giant pumpkins. Came from, like you can see, a huge 1,289 pound pumpkin crossed with a 951 pound pumpkin. I think these peppers will do all right. These are the big gems, so hopefully we'll get somewhat. It's just sad, but I mean, that's farming. You know, I made the mistake. I can't predict the weather, unfortunately, but that 90 degrees with the constant wind just dried everything out. And literally the first day when I got home from work, I thought everything was dead. Everything. So what we have left here that's alive, I'm actually impressed with. And it's going to be pretty hardy because it's been through an absolute week of hell. As you can see, I mean, it's a ton of stuff. It took forever to move. It just sucks. It is what it is. But on the bright side, I kept the boys home from school today. The school year is almost over. Matthew and I just got done that fresh looking tilled area on the left there. We just made about 6 passes with the tiller, and we're going to finish tilling that off there. And I got Corbin mowing the field back behind the mound there, and that's where we're going to be direct seeding a ton of squash, peppers, cucumbers, you name it, pumpkins. We're going to just seed the heck out of everything and hope for the best. So that's my update video. Yeah, next year a greenhouse will be a priority so we can protect these little guys in the spring. I mean, but like I said, this weather for northern Minnesota, I mean, we had snow on the ground. Like 4 or 5 days later, it was 90 degrees with gale winds for days straight. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so I'll link this in with the video of us putting all the plants out, and you'll hear my excitement of us like, oh, finally getting the plants outside, can stop wasting the electricity bill, and be so much easier to water because we can just water with the hose. And yeah, that excitement faded quickly. And like I said, it's just been kind of a depressing week ever since. So, but we're gonna plug forward and just keep on moving. So, thanks for watching, and we'll give you updates as we go.